Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Mixed Media Frenzy. That's where we take the same sketch or layout and use it as inspiration to create our own. And today it's a layout, and it's by Anna Cominda for the Hip Kit, I believe it was. And I was so glad when Rebecca Moore said she found the video for it, and gave us the link, so I know exactly what she'd been doing. And I'm going to use 3 pictures instead of one. She has a rainbow, and that's why her title's Perfect Rainbow. And she took a die that comes apart, and it's chevron, and she only used one of the pieces, but she could have used the whole. It's a background die. She could have used the whole thing together because you could pull a piece out if you want. And she did one color after another coming down, then a little bit going up, and she used distressed oxides, which I don't have any of. So the part where she sprays water on her layout to activate the oxides, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to leave mine like they are. I am using a variety of inks, not just the colors. I've got Close to My Heart, Stampin' Up, and Distress by Tim Holtz. Yeah, my Distress one is the original, and it's Squeeze Lemonade, I believe. And I'm using my very old Stampin' Up die set, and they're the ones with the wood blocks, and there's several different shapes. I think it's called Simple Shapes even. Circles are always fun on a layout, especially if they're colorful, and mine's 6 colors. Now mine's going to be the opposite side from Anna's, because even though you can't see Charlie's face in the pictures, she is facing the opposite way. And I am going to put a little cluster down there on the bottom left too. I almost forgot it, but that was my plan to do it. And since I resisted putting the water on my layout, I'm going to resist putting one in a little cluster in the upper left-hand corner, even though I did think about it. And I think I'm about done making my circles and my dots. Well, not really, because I am going to bring it back out one more time after I put it all up. But see how that one aqua circle looks like it's hanging out a bit, and then it goes in a little bit lower. It goes in and out, kind of. Well, by the time I put my pictures on that, you can't see that, so I'm going to add a couple down there on the bottom because it kind of looks straight before I add that, so I add a couple little more dots, circles. Well, I think one solid. And when I was adding the splatters, I was thinking, well, I guess they could take place of water. But yeah, I used the smoothie on it too, and that smoothie is like a really dark pink. I had the scrap in with the scrap papers, and it's Colorbach, I believe, and it's a mixed media background, but it's already that way. I did not do it. I've done it before for stuff, but I didn't do it this time. It just came that way. Now, the pictures are of Charlie. They're not super great, but there was good ones at the reunion. And they had a piñata, and it was full of little tiny pieces of candy. Not very big pieces, but there was a lot of it. And they gave them each a little bag to put it in. Well, first she put them in there. Then she set her bag down and crawled. Well, she crawled. She didn't get up. She's only like 2, but she could walk. Anyway, she crawled over to this other bunch, and there was a bunch there, and left her bag. And I was trying to give her bag, and she was having nothing to do with it. She was too interested in the candy. And so I tried to take the pictures with my other hand while holding the bag. And yeah, they're not really good, but it was a funny memory because she was really interested in that candy. So my title's going to be 3 words, and it's Wonder, Delight, Sweet. And they're from Heidi Swapp, like 2013, something like that. And I'm not putting them on there super straight. I'm making sure part of them's on the photo because, they don't stick really well, but almost everything, if it has any adhesive at all, sticks to a photo. So they're stuck on there pretty good. And I'm going to put a piece of candy on there later. I never got off. But I did cut that out because, I mean, I messed with it a while. And, yeah, I figured y'all didn't need to see me wrestling a scrapbook layout. But I want to mention that below there will be links to all the other gals doing this mixed media frenzy. And I think maybe this week Kathy's coming back. One this week or next week, one. So it's Krista, the other Kathy, both Rebecca's, Sonia, and myself, and maybe the other Kathy. Two Kathys, two Rebeccas. If you look on Anna's layout, she has some hearts on there, and she did fussy cut them out. But I thought, well, instead of hearts, I'm going to use enamel dots to make it look like candy, forgetting that I had puffy candy. Yeah, I got stickers that are puffy candy. And so I'll get them on there, then I'll remember the puffy candy. So I will be pulling it out and putting some of that on there too. Looks like the candy that was in the piñata. So that works out pretty good. I do use the glossy accents under most of it. Somehow I was watching the video and I forgot on a couple. So if they end up down in the bottom of the thing, I guess I will end up putting some glossy accents on the bottom of them. And I think that's the last thing I do. No, I still have those other little stamping places to do. And I'm just bringing that one little area out a little bit so it just don't look quite as straight going down. But y'all can see where I covered it up with that picture. And you can't tell it so much, my crooked little line down there. I wanted it more crooked, not straight. I for sure was not thinking about where my pictures was going to be located when I was doing it. But yeah, I did two smaller. The one that I did bigger, I picked it because it showed her a little bit better than the other two did. Because like I said, I took some pretty lousy pictures. Even though I had the excuse of doing it one-handed, they were still pretty lousy. But I had just got in a digital camera. I ordered it off of HSN. 2 pixels. Yeah, I was so excited. Over 2 pixels. Yeah. Anyway, I took lots of pictures. But there's my little cluster down on the bottom left. Like I said, everything's opposite of the other. And hers, once she sprayed it, the colors went across the page and everything. But before she sprayed it, it was more the shape of mine, only she didn't go all the way to the bottom on her bigger cluster of inks because it was inks. Well, distress inks. But I did it on the textured side too because I knew I was going to use the solid ones and I wanted the texture look to show up. It wasn't like I was stamping words. If I'm stamping words, I'd much rather do it on the smooth side of cardstock. But if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. And there's lots of videos out there this weekend. Have fun. Bye.